Are you looking to master day trading and swing trading cryptocurrencies? This video is going to break down everything you need to know from the brokers, the platforms, the indicators, and how to get started with active strategies. Sean Kozak here, tuning in again with NeuroStreet, and for the world's best education and trading systems, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on so that every time we put out content like this, you can get results. Also, give me a thumbs up, that way I know you're engaging with the content. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get right down to the brass tacks. If you're a trader and you're looking to make money, cryptocurrency is an awesome opportunity to leverage for both day trading and swing trading. And when we go into our chat rooms and our live classrooms, one of the biggest buzzes that's going on in our community right now is how to leverage the opportunity in the crypto space. Rest assured we got you covered and you're not going to miss out moving forward. So what I'm going to do is we're going to talk about 5 key areas of interest. The first one is understanding cryptocurrencies exchanges because they're going up like wildflower, and we want to make sure you understand the biggest and the most reputable ones so that when you're trading on the platforms, you understand how the flow of funds is going into the market. We're going to talk about the best brokers, how to open up accounts with them, why we choose them over others, and where you need to go moving forward. We're going to talk about the famous platforms because one of the biggest things with trading is you want to be using trading platforms that are good and able to handle indicators and strategies. And you also want to be using what the professionals are using. You don't want to be using these fly-by-night platforms that just get set up and they get taken down. Okay. Then what we want to do is we're going to talk about the flow of funds and how cryptos are paired against other asset classes. And then we're going to talk about the most popular coins that are used by some of the biggest platforms and exchanges so that you're getting familiar with the reason why traders trade certain markets over the others. Now, this is a really valuable video because it's going to transition you into active trading, right? We've got a lot of other videos in the content series, but rest assured, let's jump onto the charts, let's get you into active crypto space, and let's get you trading like a professional. Okay, traders, in this video, we're going to be kicking things off with Crypto Explained Part 5. Now, I'm super pumped about the lesson here because up until now, I've been building a foundation for the home, and now it's time to put the walls up and move in, right? So if you've been watching along, kudos for staying committed and going through the course. The main goal was to give you the realization of how cryptocurrencies came to be, how tokens are created, how they actually become something that we be trading and investing in the market. And now we're going to be bridging the gap into crypto exchanges. And crypto exchanges is where trading gets involved. So this is where we flip the switch now into trading and investing, platforms, brokers, understanding the coins, all that fun stuff so that you can really kind of put together some resources, websites, platforms, all the different stuff that you need moving forward and into our courses. And please note that we're going to give you all the stuff that's necessary so that when you leave here, you'll be so equipped, you'll be so confident in your ability to understand how to get started in this industry that you won't feel left behind and figuring out how do I start trading these things, right? And hopefully that we've done a good job up until now giving you a theory and a strong theory foundation, a strong solid foundation so that you have an understanding of the industry. So let's talk a little bit about the agenda. Let's talk about what a crypto exchange is, talk about the different brokers. I want to talk about a peer-to-peer exchange, the trading platforms, aka where we're going to do business, the flow of funds, what to look for, the popular crypto to fiat exchanges, the best platforms for active trading. So this is really kind of the fun lesson for me because as a trader, as you know, I want to get out of the textbooks and into the field, right? And so now we're going to do just that. So let's talk about what a cryptocurrency exchange is. A crypto exchange is an online website that provides a platform for buying or selling or exchanging of cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and also for fiat money like the US dollar, the pound, or the euro, right? In order to be able to facilitate transferring fiat coin into fiat dollars into cryptos, we need to have the ability to exchange things, right? And so this is super important to know that moving forward. Now there's 3 types of exchanges, okay? And the main thing here is understanding the broker side of it. So the cryptocurrency brokers, okay, these are they function similar to a Forex broker, okay? And potentially buyers can visit these platforms and purchase cryptocurrencies at a set price. An example are like a Bitcoin ATM. So if you've ever heard of a Bitcoin ATM, it's kind of like a kiosk, so to speak, where you can go and you can withdraw Bitcoin, or you can go and use it as like an ATM machine, right? And so there are Bitcoin ATMs located all over different economies now, and different societies, and so this is what we would consider a cryptocurrency broker. Okay, now there's the other one is a peer-to-peer broker. Okay, instead of interacting solely with a broker, P2P services connect buyers and sellers directly. So there's no fixed market price, as the transaction depends upon the agreed upon price. And the role of the platform is to provide an escrow service and a transaction mediation service. Okay. And then the third one is the trading platforms. Okay. So market participation will take place here. So buying and selling of the crypto coins, the tokens, the Bitcoin, that type of stuff, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple. We'll talk about the coins in a second. But the main thing here is to understand that buyers and sellers do not interact with each other, right? They interact with the platform and pay a service fee for the transaction. And it's no different than, say, trading on a stock platform, right? No different than trading on a Forex platform, right? You have your brokerage account, the platform connects to it, and then you facilitate trade. Okay, a good example of this would be the Tradingview platform, and we're going to talk about that here moving forward. So what do we want to look at before joining an exchange? Like, what do we really want to look at before getting involved with an exchange or a platform? The same thing you want to do when doing it for stocks, or doing it for futures, or doing it for Forex. We want to talk about reputation, right? Especially in the industry that we're in, and since it's a new and up and coming early adopted industry. Technically, it's really not. At the time of filming this video, cryptocurrency is not new. Bitcoin and this trading is not new. It may be new to you, but it's really not in terms of the professionalized environment. Like, there's a lot of traders trading cryptocurrency around the world. So reputation is about just knowing which platforms and which exchanges we really want to be focusing on. The fees, right? You want to look at the fees associated with the platform. You want to look at payment methods, right? Being able to put money into the platforms in your accounts and take money out, right? And that's essentially the wallets, right? Your wallets, and we're going to talk about that in the next video. Geographical restrictions, right? Like, some places where you are located, you'll be able to open up different types of accounts with different platforms versus the other. No different than if you were to say, do that for stocks or for futures or for Forex, right? These things always apply. Exchange rates, looking at the cost. One of the things with exchange rates is knowing, are you trading a cryptocurrency paired against the US dollar versus paired against the euro versus paired against another cryptocurrency, right? So these are some things that we're going to be talking about in the active courses as well, because I really do think it's really important that you understand that. There are risks associated with not trading against, say, the US dollar because of the different rates between the coins and stuff, and we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. One of the things I want to do here is I want to talk a little bit about the acceptance process between fiat and crypto, right? And the largest obstacle that kind of happens. And it really has to do with the flow of funds. And the flow of funds is basically, looking at taking fiat currency, bring like money, dollars, dineros, US dollar, Canadian dollar, euro, any of that type of thing, and then transferring it into Bitcoin or Ethereum or into other types of assets in the crypto space, right? Well-known tokens and coins. And I'm going to talk to you about which ones are the top dogs in the room, so you're not having to guess. And then thinking about, then taking it one step forward and going to altcoins. You say, well, Sean, what's an altcoin? Well, the main thing here is that I want to make sure you understand that fiat money is what we're using now. $5 bill, $100 bill, $50 bill, etc. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple, the main coins, these are the main flow of cryptocurrency that are considered the main coins. And then there's altcoins, which, I'll give you an example. An altcoin is just an alternative coin to, say, Bitcoin or Ethereum and these things. And I want to spend some time going over them on the other slides because I've dedicated a section specifically explaining this. But I just wanted to show you the flow of funds from fiat to altcoin because that's how it normally goes. And so here's a list of some of the most popular fiat to crypto exchanges. We got Bitfinex, CoinMama, CoinMarketCap, Coinbase, also known as GDAX. Gemini is a big one. Bitstamp, Kraken, Bittrex, and localbitcoins.com. These are the most popular fiat to crypto exchanges. These are the big players in the room right now, and I'm gonna explain where you want to go and the main ones that I've been associated with or at least familiar with and understanding them. But it's just good to know. So you're not having to go out and try to figure things out. If you're interested in getting started, these are the ones to go and check out, right? Big ones in the room would be, say, GDAX or Gemini. These are definitely, Bitfinex is definitely also as well. Kraken's pretty big, right? Like these guys are big players, right? And so, this would be considered these are considered no different than, say, the New York Stock Exchange or the Chicago Mercantile Exchange or the Chicago Board of Options Exchange. Like these are in other industries for stocks or for futures and stuff like that. That would be the same deck as this, right? These are the players in the crypto space. So let's talk about the best platforms for crypto trading. So Coinigy is a good platform. Binance, Poloniex, Bittrex, GDAX, Tradingview, Bitfinex. I particularly like Tradingview, and I'll explain why. GDAX has got a good one too, but I'm going to show you some examples of them so that you can understand them. The reason I like Tradingview is because Tradingview is one of the largest trading platforms in the world, charting platforms in the world. And then it also connects with several crypto brokers. Okay, so let me show you an example of Tradingview so you can understand it. I've also got NinjaTrader loaded here with cryptocurrencies. We'll talk about that in a second. But I want to pull up the Tradingview platform. Okay, so essentially when you go to tradingview.com, okay, this is one of the largest platforms in the world. So to kind of give you perspective in trust, just to go with trust, I want to show you something. The Alexa ranking. Okay, I'm going to show you the Alexa ranking so you understand, why this is such a, right? I'm going to show you just to kind of give you a perspective. We're going to type this in here, tradingview.com, okay? Tradingview.com is ranked in the top 100. It's literally right now 131 top website in the world, which means out of all the websites in the entire world, this is ranked 131. It is by far one of the largest used charting platforms in the world. And 50% of their active login volumes are cryptocurrency traders. Okay, the rest are Forex, futures, and stocks. So the reason I'm sharing this with you is they have, on average, anywhere between 1 to 3 million logins per day on the Tradingview platform. So if you're wondering about, what platform to use for trading cryptos, we use this for trading futures, Forex, stocks, everything. But you can also use it for cryptos. They've got a very, very, very big stronghold in the cryptocurrency space. And this is why I'm just explaining this to you, that if you're interested in using a platform, Tradingview is a great choice. Now, let me show you exactly what a workspace looks like. This is a great example of a cryptocurrency chart. Okay, and I've got some indicators on here, and I'll talk about that in a second. The main thing here, give me a second here. So I want to show you down below here. This is a list here. Okay, give me 1 second. So I just want to give you a list here, and I just want to show you. I want to open up a list now. This is going to be pegged to your URL. As I mentioned, every platform has different jurisdictions, and everything has different platforms and different country regulations. So depending on where you live and depending on where you're located, you will have different broker compatibilities. So I just want to kind of explain a few things. Is that they're connecting with some pretty big, they connect with some pretty big, crypto brokers. Gemini being one of their big ones. Okay, Gemini being one of their big ones here. So if you're interested in learning about Tradingview, Gemini connects to their exchange. Like that's an exchange that connects to them, so you can open up an account with Gemini. And the reason I'm explaining this is because Tradingview is, I actually personally know the management team on the Tradingview side. They're a huge player in the charting space. They're really good charting. It's really great for charting and for active trading. Ultimately, you can go in here and you'd have to connect your broker to be able to connect to this, right? But the main goal here is if I wanted to connect my broker, I'll just go in here for a second. Let's connect. You can also connect. You can trade through some of the other more well-known brokers as well as like Trade. Excuse me, not AMP. Let's go here to TradeStation. TradeStation has a broker. They have affiliations for cryptocurrency trading, and I just want to share with you this because I have a demo account set up with TradeStation. So if I wanted to sit here and actually trade cryptocurrency, you don't know what this cryptocurrency is, but if I wanted to trade it, I could literally. It's a non-tradable symbol for me because I have to basically check with which ones I can trade. The other thing is if I wanted to trade through their platform here, I could trade through their platform here. Okay, and it just depends on the broker that you're using, right? If you're using, say, Gemini, or if you're using, say, other brokers that they connect with, you could actually trade the cryptocurrencies just like you do on any other platform. So this is where we're going to start getting into, the different platforms that are available. Let's go in and actually talk a little bit about some of these platforms. So I've got a list here of a folder, and we're going to go through this, and you can actually, if I go here, so if I go to Coinigy, let's go find Coinigy here. Let's go find it here, Coinigy. So let's go find Coinigy. So this is a platform that is well known for crypto trading. You could definitely check out them as a platform. I'm just showing you some examples, and then I'm going to talk to you about my favorites. Okay, so Coinigy is one. We've got Binance. Okay, Binance is one of them, Bitcoin exchange. So Binance is one, and you can go in here and you can see that there's the thing is that when I look at these and I look at trading, right, advanced aspect for all trading, like I want to look at their platforms. I want to take a look at what this is. So this is Binance's platform for trading, and you could definitely be trading cryptocurrencies on this platform. It's well known. Let's talk a little bit about Poloniex. Okay, Poloniex is definitely a cryptocurrency exchange, and you can see here the exchange futures. They even have other assets in here. I prefer to try to look at platforms that give me the ability to test out their actual trading platforms. You might have to sign up or check with them and to see exactly what their charting is like. We could take a look at Bittrex. Bittrex is another one, and I'll just explain how I narrow my search down, because obviously if you're new in this course and you're trying to figure out, okay, you can see their charting platform looks a little bit like this, and depending on what's available to them, they've got an app, so you can trade on their app. But these guys are big players, definitely a big player. GDAX, okay, so GDAX is a big player. So GDAX, also known as Coinbase. Coinbase is, I personally, they have a Coinbase Pro. They have a Coinbase and they have a Coinbase Pro. GDAX is definitely, like GDAX and Coinbase are the same company. And ultimately, these guys, if I were to use cryptocurrency, my top three would be GDAX, Tradingview, and that'd be it. Like just based off their charting and what they can do. But I really, and the reason I'm saying this is because it's just who they are and what they've been able to do, and they've just got a lot of great platforms, features. You can go into the different markets, and there's a lot of markets that you can trade. And the big thing here is just knowing, like, if I'm going to be a trader trading a cryptocurrency market, I want good charting. I want good order execution. I want good tools. I want to be able to look at the book. I want to look at the volume. I want to look at the patterns. I want to look at the indicators. And I need to know that I can trade a cryptocurrency coin the same way I would trade a stock, the same way I would trade a futures contract, the same way I would trade a Forex pair, because it's trading. And it's not about just getting in and just hoping I make some money on this. We're going to teach you how to trade the cryptocurrency market like a professional trader. Okay, so let's take a look at Bitfinex. Bitfinex is another one. Bitfinex is another one. So these guys got a pretty good platform as well. We go futures for traders. They've got a good platform. I don't know if they've got a good charting platform as well. But if you look at this, take a look at this. Bitfinex is just using Tradingview's charting. So this is Tradingview's charting package. So a lot of these companies, and this is, you may or may not know this, and I'm trying to share this with you, a lot of these companies leverage Tradingview's technology to run their companies. So I personally, I know myself, I would personally, this is just me, and I'm not here pumping one versus the other. That's why I'm showing you all of them. You can choose your own. I personally prefer the Tradingview platform as a cryptocurrency platform because of the reputation, because they've got a social network, because there's a ton of research and resources, and there's millions of traders using it for cryptocurrencies, which is really what you want to be doing. You want to be using what the masses are using because that's what is most accepted, right? And it's the most user friendly. And we've got training videos around it, and we're building resource around it. Plus, just to kind of give you some comfort in this, NeuroStreet Trading Academy has built a lot of our indicators and custom algorithms on here so that we can ultimately use our ways of trading in the crypto space, the same way we do for futures, the same we do for forex, the same way we do for stocks, etc. And so I'm really excited to teach this in our courses with you so that you can understand how to leverage that to your advantage. So obviously I'm a little biased to the Tradingview side of things because we work with them and we have a relationship with them, but I'm just sharing that with you so that you can feel more comfortable, and then just check with some of these other resources, right? Check with some of the other resources. This is a great example of cryptocurrencies, right? I've got a watch list of cryptocurrencies over here. I've got Bitcoin, I've got Ethereum, I've got Litecoin, I've got Ripple, right? But we're going to get into all that. We're going to talk about how to use the platforms and such. I just wanted to kind of give a perspective on this so that you can understand some of the big dogs in the room. But the two big dogs on this chart is GDAX and TradingView. In my personal preference is these two. And the reason for that is just doing two. Yellow and white is probably not the best color, but this one here and these two are the big players for me as a trader, right? And I'm just sharing that with you as an instructor, okay? So let's talk about the major players, right? Because you're probably saying, okay, now we're getting into the charting, we're getting into the platforms. Okay, now I'm going to look at which platforms are going to look at, and realistically, if you're going to be joining our education classes, you're going to want to you're probably going to want to use TradingView. Like if you're going to want to use our indicators and our education and join us in our trading rooms and joining us in our webinars, you're going to want to use TradingView because that's what we're going to be using. Okay, so the major players in the room, and this is really, really important because I personally think that if we're going to be trading, it's no different than if we're trading futures or if we're trading forex. You want to be trading the big dogs, and there's an advantage to that. There's advantages to trading other coins, but I don't think getting started is a big advantage to that. I think there's the big advantage for you is getting good first before you try to get fast, and getting familiar and getting comfortable opening up a wallet and putting cryptocurrency into the market and buying and selling it. I really do think that it really is. It is about getting good first. It's about getting comfortable because it may be new to you and it may be something that you need to kind of get your bearings around, right? So the first coin is Litecoin. LTC is the ticker. Bitcoin Cash, BCH. The actual Bitcoin, BTC. Ethereum is ETH. And then Ripple, XRP. Okay, these are the 5 major coins that are basically the big dogs in the room. Okay. And when we look at this, let's talk about Bitcoin, okay? Now, Bitcoin, it needs to be paired against something. Like you need to have Bitcoin, just like Forex needs to be paired against something, right? Like if you want to trade the euro dollar needs to be paired against something else. And same thing with Bitcoin. If you want to trade Bitcoin, it needs to be paired against something else. So normally, it depends on where you're located. If you're Canadian or if you're in the United States, you're most likely going to be trading Bitcoin versus the US dollar. If you're in Europe and that's your denominational currency, your main currency, then you'll probably pay Bitcoin versus the euro, right? Those are the two big ones, the Bitcoin versus the dollar and the Bitcoin versus the euro. But I truly think Bitcoin versus the dollar is the best choice to do that, right? So it's BTC USD. Decentralized digital currency. It's the very first cryptocurrency ever created. There's 21 million supply coins unlocked through mining, and it revolutionizes the transfer and store of value. Okay, so let's talk about Bitcoin. Let's go here and find Bitcoin. So I've got Bitcoin USD, BTC versus US dollar. So right here, if I click on this, there's Bitcoin. So this is Bitcoin versus the US dollar. So this is paired against the US dollar. And it's a very heavily traded market, right? Like look at the daily, it's a very heavily traded market. Okay. If I look at the 1 minute from a scalping perspective as a day trader, you know, like this market's trading right now. That's something you may not know, that the Bitcoin market doesn't close. The cryptocurrency market doesn't close, unlike other assets. So it's trading. There's people trading it right now, but it's no different than any other market we trade. We'll trade cryptocurrency long and short. We'll buy and sell, right? You know, this is really good to know that. You know, if I want to look at a different chart, let's say I want to go and take a look at Bitcoin USD on a profile chart. I want to look at it from a market profile perspective. So let's do that. And yeah, you can see this is just a great example of, you know, this is a great example of looking at it like this. And, you know, you can see that this is a 30-minute chart. You got volume profile, you got averages, you got volume, you got momentum oscillators. You know, this is the Bitcoin versus the US dollar, right? And we'll talk about why this would be a great place to buy this market. This is a really great place to buy this market right here. And we'll talk about why this would be a great place to sell into the trend on that market. They held the lows in here. They're putting in a higher low. They're going to break up into an uptrend right here. So we're going to talk about how to buy that pullback and get long Bitcoin. I mean, it's no different. A trade is a trade. And this is what I really think about this is that, you know, it's all about just understanding, you know, if you were going to go and start trading this Bitcoin versus the US dollar, had we not have talked about all of the other lessons, you would probably not feel comfortable understanding it. But essentially, it's no different than trading a stock. You're just using Bitcoin on a decentralized environment, and you're doing it through digital wallets on a platform rather than doing it through a bank account funding an IPO stock that went on the exchange and using it through a brokerage account. It's just knowing that process, right? So let's go in and talk a little bit about what mining is so you understand that. Bitcoin mining, it verifies and adds transactions to the blockchain. So miners are compile recent transactions into blocks. And miners solve the what they call hash puzzles to verify transactions. And then the first miner to solve the puzzle wins. Additional Bitcoins become unlocked. Miners keep transaction fees. And the big thing is that, you know, that it requires huge computational power. And so essentially miners are like computer servers, people that are, you know, computer guys, dev guys, developers, programmers, even local guys. The people all over the world are now getting into mining because you can actually make money mining Bitcoin as long as you use your computers and your power supply to do it. But as a trader, like you're either mining or you're trading or you're both. And as a new trader, you know, I don't assume you're probably going to get into Bitcoin mining right out the gates. If you're interested in learning how to do Bitcoin mining, shoot us an email. We have people in the industry that can give you the details around that. NeuroStreet is more focused on trading and teaching how to trade Bitcoin, but it is important to understand the mining process because that's how you unlock additional supply and more coins become available to trade. Let's talk about another market, Ethereum. We talked about this earlier. Ethereum is not just a coin, it is a platform. So it's a decentralized blockchain platform that allows the creation of decentralized applications and operations of smart contracts. And a smart contract is a computer protocol, which we talked about. And Ethereum is also a digital currency, just like cryptocurrency. So not only is it a cryptocurrency, but it's also a platform to basically create, right? I'll give you an example. Ethereum is like the racetrack, and all cryptocurrencies are the race coins. So therefore, Ethereum has gained so much value as it is a platform that allows other cryptos to be created on. That's kind of the simplest way to put it. From the outside investment trader view, it's safer to bet on the platform that hosts all the creation than higher risk cryptos themselves. So I'll give you an example. Like, you know, Apple stock, everybody knows Apple computers. You're going to go and when you look at Apple stock, you just trust it's a good stock because it's, you know, what's going on. Same thing with Ethereum. Ethereum is like, it's like the platform that allows all the other cryptos to be created on. So it's a huge player in the space, which is why we look at it. Let's go take a look at crypto. Let's go take a look at Ethereum. Let's go over here. Let's go find Ethereum. So you find Ethereum. I always look at the Ethereum versus the US dollar. And so Ethereum USD is ultimately, you know, because I'm in Canada, so I would look at the Ethereum versus the US dollar. There it is. And there's the Ethereum chart. So if we look at the daily, There's a daily chart of Ethereum. We're in an uptrend. We're pulling back to the 9-period average, and we're holding strong, right? And we're hitting some all-time highs up here, and that's something to be considered about. Well, I wouldn't say all-time highs, but it's all-time highs are over here. But I would say that we're definitely making a strong hold. We're definitely gaining traction again. And the big thing for us is how do we trade it? Well, the same way we would trade every other stock or every other Forex pair, every other chart. I'm going to look at profiles. I'm going to look at volume. I'm going to look at averages. We're going to look at trend. We're going to look at price patterns, these types of things, right? So we're going to use the same advantages we use for all the other asset classes that we trade the same way on this. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Litecoin. Litecoin is the evolution of Bitcoin. Okay, it transacts. It's evolving Bitcoin. It's kind of like it's the new up and comers, right? And Bitcoin was the grandfather, and Litecoin is like the big brother or the younger grandkids coming in, but they're faster. They can handle a lot more volume of trades, and they actively trade, right? Like there are a lot of traders trade them is because it's just an alternative to trading Bitcoin. And Litecoin is a very, very well-known coin. Let's go take a look at it. LTC is the ticker versus the US dollar. So Litecoin, click on Litecoin, you can see there it is. It's just like every other ticker, just knowing the difference, right? And there's a ton of cryptocurrencies. Like there is so many cryptocurrencies out there that you could trade, but let's talk about why we want to trade them, right? Volume, participation, user adoption, trust. All the big players in the room are trading them. It's where you want to be focusing your attention as a new trader, right? It's no different than if you're a futures trader. There's only 5 or 6 markets that we trade. That's it. No different than if you're a Forex trader. There's only 7 major Forex pairs that majority of the Forex industry trades, right? And so it's kind of like, yeah, we could trade all of these other random coins, or we could pick the big dogs. And I would always choose these over other coins getting started. Let's talk a little bit about Ripple. Okay, Ripple, the symbol is XRP versus the US dollar. Remember what I said? You could pair it against the euro or other currencies, but it's against the dollar. And it's a payment network. It's a payment network and cryptocurrency at the same time. So RippleNet is the payment network, and XRP is the currency. So just like Ethereum, it's a double-edged sword. You've got both a platform and a currency. This is a payment network and a currency, and it settles in 4 seconds. And it's super, super fast, up to 1,500 transactions per second. That is absolutely insane, right? So let's kind of talk a little bit about what Ripple looks like. Let's go find it. XRP USD. Here it is. Boom, moving and grooving. This is a big player. Lots of people playing it. Lots of traders trading it. It's a little bit more thinly traded. You can see the gaps in price on the 1-minute chart, but you don't see it too much on the 5-minute, right? So if you're looking at the 5-minute chart, you don't see those gaps as much, but it's just good to know. And we're at a lower volume period of time. It's Saturday night, right? Saturday night, filming the videos and making sure you understand this stuff. And yeah, so that's Ripple. So let's go in here and take a look at couple things here. I want to show you another example. As you know, you may be in some of our other videos, and you may be in some of our other courses, like the stock course or the futures course or the Forex course. And as you know, we do use other platforms. So one of the things that I've done on the Ninja platform is I've created a workspace that's very similar to some of the other platforms. Now, one thing to know about NinjaTrader is NinjaTrader has a relationship with Coinbase. So Coinbase, if I go in here and I hit configure on the data feeds, you may not know what this is. Now, if you've never seen NinjaTrader, then don't get all overwhelmed on this. I just wanted to share with you that NinjaTrader has a relationship with Coinbase. And Coinbase is an exchange, and they provide data to NinjaTrader. Now, NinjaTrader is our platform for futures, for stocks, and for Forex. But what is really nice about NinjaTrader is that they have a relationship where the data is free for cryptocurrency, but you can't trade cryptocurrency through Ninja. So we can use it for charting, we can use it for analysis, but you'll need to either be using, GDAX or Tradingview and have your platforms connected. The big thing here is just getting comfortable. Like you could use a SIM account, you could be trading Coinbase data on the cryptos. Like if you take a look here, I've got a watch list, and I've got Bitcoin here, Bitcoin Cash. I got Ethereum. So if I'm looking at Ethereum, I could click on these tabs. These are Ethereum. and I could, if I wanted to trade a simulated account, I could trade, you know, Ethereum on NinjaTrader in a simulated environment before ever placing live real crypto, real cash trades in this market. But you can't actually trade live through the NinjaTrader platform. So this is really the reason I'm sharing this with you, is because I also use this for other assets and trading, predominantly futures and Forex and stocks. And we have a lot of indicators that can really add an advantage than just, say, using TradingView. And in the time of filming this video, we're actually moving a lot of our indicators over to TradingView so that you can actually use a lot of the stuff that we've been doing on these other platforms in here as well. But I just want to let you know that, you know, if you wanted to actually trade, you will need to get an account. You will need to set up an account, and we're going to talk about that here moving forward. But the main thing is just know that you have alternative platforms to do your analysis on. But if you are going to place trades, you're going to need to have a platform connected to an actual crypto brokerage. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about how you can purchase or sell cryptos. So you could literally Google Bitcoin ATMs on Google, and you're going to have a map of all the different Bitcoin ATMs. You can take a look at this image. There's a Bitcoin ATM right next to a vending machine, right next to another vending machine. So you could also use an exchange platform. So you could, if you're going to be using an exchange platform like TradingView, and you want to connect a Gemini account, right? Let's go and take a look at what that looks like. So if I'm looking at here, I'm going to disconnect here. I'm going to go here to log out, see broker list. Okay, here like this. If I wanted to connect to Gemini, I could, check it out. But I could check onto Gemini. So Gemini is a brokerage, right, for crypto. I don't have an account with them, so I'm going to go back. I'm just going to go in here in Gemini. I'm going to go here, check it out. So here's an example of Gemini, and you can buy Bitcoin and crypto instantly. Okay, they have an app. They've been featured in. These guys have been featured, man. These guys are big players. So the big thing here is that this is the place where you would actually set up the account. So what you do is you can do some due diligence. You can check out. You can go through all this, and active trader. So they've got their own charting and they've got their own stuff in here. But I personally, I would, if I'm going to be trading, cryptos, and Gemini connects to TradingView. TradingView is an amazing a platform for charting, and if I can connect my Gemini accounts with it, I can do that. I can, get started. Resources. There's a lot of stuff in here you could do to check that out, and institutions. If you're an institutional, the security trust is our product. We can talk about you could go through prices. It doesn't have it here, so I'll have to go back. But the main thing here is that you can say trading support for Euro is now live. Take a look at that. So, these guys are doing some big things and expanding. I really do think that if you're going to be playing the space, you want to be playing the space with other brokerages and that are well known, just like this. And this is a great example of connecting a brokerage to your platform and that sort of thing. So it's just good to know that, and how to go forward with that, because you could definitely make your life a lot easier by just connecting to the platforms that we're working with and then using those, right? So definitely check out TradingView, definitely check out Gemini and the other brokers. Like, there's other brokers down here too. So there's the Tradeovate's a futures broker, Iron Beam no, Wanda's Forex, AMP is futures, Alpaca, I'm not sure, I haven't checked them out. TradeStation, they definitely do work with TradingView for cryptocurrency, so I would definitely check with TradeStation as well. Gemini, definitely, you can see here, hit BTC. So let's take a look at hit BTC. Let's go here and hit learn more. I'll just show you exactly what this is. So hit BTC. The most advanced Bitcoin exchange. Okay, they're pretty advanced. They've got a 4.2 star out of that. A lot of reviews. Okay, genuine reviews from actually excellent. Okay, excellent, average. Like, everybody's got their own opinion, right? Excellent, bad, average, excellent. You got to form your own opinion about this stuff. You can't listen to random people. I'm not a big believer in doing that. But if you wanted to check out hit BTC, let's just Google that just so you understand it. Hit BTC, there it is. So there's a good hit BTC exchange, the most advanced Bitcoin exchange. They need to work on their marketing a little bit probably, but the big thing here is that they're a crypto exchange, right? So if you're working with Tradingview as a platform, you could, sign up with these guys, right? You got, look, they're in every country, major countries. Sign up with these guys, and then basically you can connect your account. You can connect your account right here. Boom, you just connect it, and then you can trade. You can trade cryptos through this. It just becomes super efficient, super user-friendly, super clean and stable, and really, really, really good ways of doing business and getting yourself familiar with the platforms and the exchanges. So my suggestion moving forward, okay, lots to take in, lots of websites, lots of resources. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. It's definitely a great primer. The next video, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the digital wallets and how you store cryptocurrencies on a digital wallet. Just like a bank account, you need a digital wallet, and how that plays into storing your cryptocurrencies, right, in and out of an exchange, and the security around that, and so to speak. And more importantly, if you need help with any of the platforms or getting set up, please email us, because that's why we're here. We're here to help you get comfortable and understand how to move forward. And it's a really easy process, actually, setting up a crypto account. You just got to set it up, and then you connect it to the trading platform, and then you can trade and you can learn our strategies. And rest assured, we're going to teach you all the trading strategies and how to read patterns and how to read volume and where to buy and where to sell and all that stuff. But it's important that you learn how to get set up in the industry first, right? So traders, have a fantastic time watching this video, and we'll see you in the next video. All right, traders, now that you know the brokers, the platforms, and all the things in between with active crypto trading, make sure you check out all the other videos in the series so that we can get you off to the races. Also, hit that subscribe button and share this video with a friend, because I'm sure they're going to benefit just like you. Last but not least, if you have questions, leave them in the chat box below, and don't forget to leave a comment so we know you're getting social with us. We'll see you in the next video.